are live in New Orleans, Louisiana, where Dink and his friends have just solved the graveyard mystery. Tell us, Dink, how do you solve this grave mystery?
Well, Zach, my friends Josh, Ruth Rose, and I were here on vacation with Ruth Rose's grandmother. She arranged for us to take a sightseeing hike of the bayous with a guide named Jack. On the hike, we came across a freshly painted wooden sign on a tree that said, "Danger, Zombie Zone." I knew somebody was up to something because we all know there are no such thing as zombies. We continued hiking and ended up at a village, but the village was empty except for one woman, and she told us everybody was at the graveyard. They were real nervous because the people in this area do believe in zombies and think they walk the graveyard at night.
Wow, that's pretty spooky stuff. What were they doing at the graveyard?
When we got to the graveyard, we found out that 2 coffins had been stolen. Now we were starting to wonder if the same person who stole the graves was the same person who put up that sign.
Interesting. Did you have any suspects?
Yes, actually we had 3. A guy named Byron who lived out in the woods, another man who we met on the trail, and believe it or not, Jack, our trail guide.
Why those 3?
One night we camped out in the woods with Jack. I woke up in the middle of the night when I heard a noise. I woke up Josh and Ruth Rose, and we opened our tent to see a flashlight shining in the woods. When we got closer to the graveyard, it disappeared, and then suddenly we saw a man pop out of a grave with a flashlight in his mouth. He was tall, with light hair, and looked familiar, but it was so dark, it was hard to see his face clearly. All 3 of the suspects are tall and have light hair. When we ran to check the light in the woods, I didn't notice if Jack was asleep in his hammock or not. Another clue about Byron is he had a shovel with the same kind of dirt on it that was also in the graveyard. The man we met on the trail was suspicious because he was wearing business clothes out in the middle of the woods. I had also seen him at the hotel restaurant when we were telling Ruth Rose's grandma the story about the stolen coffins.
How did you finally end up solving the mystery?
Well, I immediately eliminated Jack the very next morning at the campground. He's so cheerful and friendly, and I realized there was no way it could have been him. Then we went to visit Byron again, and he told us he found someone's wallet. We took a peek inside, and we found a business card that said J. Frisk, land developer. The card had a picture of J. Frisk, and he was the same guy we saw on the trail with the sweaty face and business clothes. Finally, everything made sense. This guy put up the zombie sign and stole those graves to scare the villagers into selling their lands to him so he could build homes.
Well, that is an amazing story. Thank you, Dink, for joining us. The village graveyard is certainly a safer place because of you and your friends. From New Orleans, Louisiana, this is Zachary Valdes, reporting for Suncoast Evening News, signing off.